Hello, my name is Jacob Durnell. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is about your ability to think yourself into living forever. You have the ability to simply think your experience, your mind and your body into an experience of having an immortal mind and an immortal body. All you have to do to accomplish this is to think that you are truly immortal. If you think that your body is immortal and does not have to die, meaning your body will regenerate on and on and on forever. Injuries, your body will fix them. You get a broken arm, you get a cast. Put that cast on, your body regenerates. So you're already doing this. And by your design, your body should go on forever. So long as you take care of it, meaning you exercise, meaning you have the best diet, which is actually not eating or drinking at all. Yes, I said it. The best diet is to not eat or drink, because again, if you think that you are a self-sustaining, sovereign, immortal mind and body, that means you don't need to answer to anything outside of yourself to have your experience. It is a fully self-sustaining loop. How do you get this self-sustaining loop going so strong? By thinking that way, and by exercising, and being healthy. What does that mean to be healthy? Being healthy means you have a good attitude. Being healthy means you do what you like to do. That makes you healthy. If you're happy, that makes you healthy. A wise man once said, if you're happy, you're healthy. So this is the message. You need to think yourself into living forever. And the time for this is now. So how is this even possible? Why is this possible? It's possible because this is how reality works. In this reality, you have full control. You could say you're omnipotent, meaning if you really wanted to have the experience, you could acquire all powers and abilities. But many of those powers and abilities are not quite as enjoyable as you might think they are. Really, the powers and abilities that you want to focus on attaining are the ones that allow you to be in full control of this experience at all times, a fully self-sustaining, sovereign God. Which means your mind does not need any outside energy to be sustained and thinking at its highest level, and your body does not need anything outside of it to be sustained and operating at its highest level. And you accomplish this simply by thinking it. You think this way. That's how reality works. It responds to how you think. You will experience reality based on what you hold to be true in your mind. And that's it. But it would make sense if you truly own this reality that you wouldn't be owned by others. Meaning you need to be living a life that you agree with. You can't lie to yourself. You can't live a lie. You need to have the right job or run your own business or be totally a completely free spirit and doing your thing, however that looks. But most of all, you have to think that you are a sovereign, self-sustaining, food and drink free, immortal God, mind, and body. That is number one. Number two is exercise. Take care of your body. Your body likes to exercise. Yoga, amazing. Running is good too. Lifting weights is great. But doing yoga poses is very underrated, in my opinion. Now, if you understand this, you will live forever. But don't get me wrong, you can choose to die. You're that powerful. You have full control over this experience. And you don't have to do yoga. Yoga's great. It works. And it's a whole methodology. But it really comes down to how you think. So what have we learned? We learned you don't have to die. You can regenerate infinitely. This body of yours, this experience of yours doesn't have to expire. Why? Because the way reality works is that it simply responds to how you think and how you believe it to be. So if you believe and think that reality doesn't end, your experience doesn't end, your body doesn't decay, it actually regenerates and gets stronger forever if you choose for it to do that, and your mind doesn't actually have to even get tired. If you choose to think like that. You can choose to think in a way where your mind can get tired. That's allowed. So you need to feel it out on your own. Try thinking in different ways and see how it feels. And then align yourself to a way of thinking that feels right. Because there's always a cost for how you want to conduct your reality. There's always a feeling that will accompany how you're choosing to think, therefore programming your body, your mind, and your reality to be. If you want to be omnipotent, there's a very specific feeling of omnipotence. What is omnipotence? Having all powers and abilities. You'll feel all the evil powers, and you'll feel all the good powers, all at once. Do you want to feel that way? Try it out. Tell yourself, I am omnipotent. I am omnipotent. See what happens. Do you like how that feels? If not, say no, I'm not omnipotent. I am purely an immortal who regenerates infinitely. This body doesn't have to die. Now what about your mind? My mind doesn't have to get tired. How does that feel? My mind is very powerful, but it does need rest sometimes. How does that feel? So align yourself with what feels right for you. There's always a cost. There's always a cost. And that cost is how your experience feels. If you want specific powers and abilities, such as regenerating forever, obeying really the Immortality Digest, or the rules of immortality, the organic immortality versus the inorganic immortality, what does that mean? Think about that. What does it mean to be organically immortal versus inorganically immortal? Immortal nature or immortal machine? How does nature remain immortal? How do machines remain immortal? Or bypass that entirely and just say, hey man, I'm having an experience. I don't want to get into too many details. This body regenerates forever. I take care of it. I exercise. I do yoga poses if you're into that. I know that the way I think influences what I experience. And I choose to think in a way that makes it so this body regenerates forever, is immortal, doesn't have to die, and is free. Self-sustaining, does not have to eat or drink. That's the key. Certain powers and abilities are tied to eating and drinking. This is the omnipotence again. You are omnipotent if you choose to be. You have the potential of omnipotence. But do you want to feel omnipotent? Do you want to have all the powers of destruction and all the powers of creation at the same time and feeling conflicted all at once, all the time? Maybe you're not into feeling that way. And maybe you're not trustworthy enough of yourself to be able to responsibly handle your powers of destruction. But again, it's just how you think. If you stop thinking like an omnipotent being, then you don't have to feel that way anymore. You are so free. At any moment, you can change how you think, and your experience will change very quickly. So try this. This is my what I'm prescribing to you. Say to yourself, in your mind, this body of mine regenerates infinitely. It doesn't have to die. It doesn't have to eat or drink. It is sovereign. It is free. Try that first. Let's say it one more time. This body is sovereign, meaning it doesn't have to eat or drink to be thriving. This body is immortal, doesn't have to die. Why? Because it regenerates infinitely. One more time. This body is immortal. Why? Because it regenerates infinitely. It doesn't have to die. It doesn't need outside food and drink to be sustained, nourished, and functioning at full capacity and beyond. Why is this true? Because I think that it's true. Why do I think it's true and then it becomes true? Because that's how reality works. Welcome to reality. Welcome to your understanding of it. And welcome to your godhood. Be careful with your power. Go by what feels right. Everyone's into different things. Go by what feels right for you. I bid you adieu. Jacob Durnell. Like if this helped you. Subscribe for more content. Comment down below how I affected you in this video, or just say thanks, or give me a critique if you want to retort and say I'm right or wrong and what your opinion is. This is how reality works, guys. Make use of it. Don't kill yourself by thinking like you have to die. You don't have to die. Don't think that way. You can. I recommend you don't. Why would you want this awesome experience to end? And if you currently don't like your experience, you'll probably want to die. But if you like your experience, why would you want to die? Think about that. Signing off.